Hey guys, Tina here, the Critical Virgo. Welcome back to Fragrance Friday. I would say welcome back to another, but it's been a minute, so I feel kind of funny saying that. And as you guys know from my last video, I will be talking about a fragrance, well actually two fragrances that Chris Giorgio, aka Mr. Sillage, sent me. And my only regret is not talking about these sooner, because every time he asked me about them, I always said the review's coming soon, the review's coming soon, and I didn't get to it soon enough. So this video is in loving memory of him. One of the fragrances that he did send me turned out to be something that I truly adore, and I will definitely be picking up soon as I can. And every time I wear it, I will definitely remember him. He was a very caring, generous individual who was so active in our community, and I swear the man never slept, because he was always either posting something, replying to something, shooting a video, or personal training. And yeah, he's just... it's not very often you find an individual like that, and I will forever remember him, as I'm sure a lot of you will too. So I did a video on the January scent project, Vapor Syndrome, and I will put a link to it somewhere here and also at the end, so you can go check that out if you like. And we got to chatting about the January scent project after I posted that. He messaged me because we did, you know, chat frequently. And he said that he had some of the other fragrances from that house, and he was very generous to decant some of them for me and share them with me. He asked me which one was my favorite, and it just so happened that it was his favorite as well. So like I said, I will definitely be picking that one up, and I will forever remember him with that. So the first fragrance I'm going to talk about is Eiderantler, and it is a fougere, very green fragrance as the juice would imply. It has this really incredible hay note to it. It's the thing that stands out to me the most in this fragrance, honestly. The one thing that kind of surprised me about this was the soapiness in this. It's very fresh and woody at the same time. It's very unique, okay? So the only reason why I wouldn't pick this up is because I don't feel like I get a whole lot of use out of it, especially not in the climate that I'm at. This makes me think of fall, like a cooler day. This would be awesome to wear, like if you went pumpkin picking, a walk at the park, maybe horseback riding if that's your thing in the cooler weather. But definitely this screams like fall and early winter to me. It's very woody. It's very... They're both very unisex, but of the two, this one leans more masculine than the other one I'm going to talk about. It's very lovely. If I lived in someplace with 4 seasons or cool weather year round, I would definitely probably be picking that one up in addition to this one. So the other one he sent me was Smolderose, because you guys know I am a sucker for a really good rose fragrance, and oh boy. This one is something special, and I'll tell you why. It's got this gorgeous, as the name would imply, smokiness to it, okay? But it's very clean. It's very refined. This one leans a little more feminine than that other fragrance that I told you about, but still very unisex. It has this freshness to it that is just so addictive. When I wore this, I found myself constantly going back to sniff my wrist because it's just so complex, but very linear. They're both very linear on me. It didn't transform very much. I got a lot of... it's so weird. It's like, I think it's cade oil. I saw cade, but I'm thinking like cade oil because that's like very smoky and leathery. Because this has just a little bit of leatheriness to it. And it has like this really fresh vibe to it that's totally addictive. The incense in here is incredible. I believe it was frankincense. It's just magical. It makes me think of like a woman in her late 20s and up. very well put together. It's definitely a little bit on the, even though it is fresh, a little on the heavier side, so it's more of a nighttime fragrance. I would say they're both more evening. I wouldn't wear these to work, especially this one because of that floral in it, because it might offend some. I also think the hay might turn on a few people in the other one. But it's absolutely incredible. I couldn't get enough of it, and it's definitely not like any other rose fragrance that I've smelled before. It's very rich. Very rich. Opulent, I guess, is the best word to describe that. And it's definitely one to put on your radar if you are a fan of rose fragrances. They both retail 100 mils. I think it's $125. I saw a 30 ml option on the website for $65. And they finally have the sampler set out. Unfortunately, I've tried 3 of the 4, so I won't be picking up the sampler set. I'm only needing to try one. Which one is it? Selperniku. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. So maybe I can get my hands on like a decant of that somewhere. But there was this other really interesting option, and I believe when I spoke to Chris, he had told me that he went for the trio pack. It's 3 for $30, and that's $150. The other thing I could probably do is, no, they don't have it in oil. So I guess my only option is to get a decant or to suck it up and get the sampler pack. Just try that one. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I hope you guys enjoy this. If you have any questions or comments, you know where to put them as usual. And as I said earlier, I will definitely be picking up Smolderose. It's a gorgeous fragrance. And as I said, I will forever remember Chris with it, because it was not just one of his favorites, but something that we talked about extensively for a very long time. And as I also said before, one of the fragrances that I regret not talking about sooner. So, till next Friday, guys. Bye.